Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, fixing both of those things together, backhanding tyranny wherever we find it. In this case, Davey Hogg, but the left is doing it for us. Guys, Davey's in some deep water. Our homeboy gun control extraordinaire from Florida, who has risen to the ascended position of vice chair of the DNC, is about to get dethroned because the mainline Democrats are going to politically off him. I'm going to show you everything right now, and if you don't smile from this episode, you might be dead. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Can't wait to hear what you guys think. Of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on because YouTube is up to its old tricks. And now, with that said, let's dive over to the X profile. All right, guys, Davey Hogg is one of the rising stars in the new Democratic Party. This is kind of that whole progressive left versus Democrat left, old school mainline Democrat versus progressive far left Democrat. Yeah, the gun control powers that be inserted Davey Hogg in the inside of the DNC at the vice chair position. That's what has happened his entire career. He was picked and plucked as a 17-year-old. Then he got all this notoriety nationally. Then he went to Harvard that he didn't pay for. Then he gets out and he does all sorts of DNC-affiliated political action committee, and all of a sudden, he's in charge of the DNC. Yeah, that's a normal rise to power, especially when you look at the guy who has no charisma, no intelligence, and very bad communication skills. Checks out perfectly. Okay, so you guys can follow me at Braden LOA if you want, but let's get into the issues at hand, because Davey has picked a fight with the Democrat mainline party, and he's going to lose, and the fall from grace on this is going to be glorious. Watch this.
For them, because we go out there as Democrats all the time and say democracy is the most important thing. We have to defend democracy. We fail to acknowledge that this generation, democracy is what put us through school shooter drills and school shootings. It's what's put us through the climate crisis and so much more. What we have to do is prove that democracy matters by standing up to the special interests that are killing the American dream and making our young people lose faith, not only in our party, but the future of this country. That is why we're doing this.
All right, so just so you guys know, he's putting forward tens of millions of dollars to oust mainline Democrats. Yeah, this is going to end real bad real quick. So, as you guys know, and you just heard Davey Hogg say, the luminary over on the left, the vice chair of the DNC, apparently school shootings and climate change is all democracy's fault. Little communist colors are showing through. All right, so now we're going to walk through a few other things about how the big conflict between the big names in the Democrat Party are kind of calling Davey Hogg what we have forever, a twerp. Oh yeah, this is every second of this. You're going to love it. Let's get it. All right, we've already covered democracy's fault for everything bad that's happening. So now, watch this.
The well-known Democratic strategist James Carville said in response to this announcement of this plan that you have to primary Democrats, he said that the DNC should sue you and called you, quote, a contemptible little twerp. What is your reaction to that?
Try it. That is my reaction. I would also say James Carville has not won an election since before I was born. I think it's time to have new leaders in our party that are ready to meet this moment, because a lot of the people that are most critical of this plan are the same ones that had $2 billion to win an election and still lost. So I think the experts can save it, because it's time for some new ideas.
The well-known Democratic...
Oh! Davey just told the Democrat establishment to shove it, and he's going to primary all of them. Yeah, this is going to end great. That progressive versus mainline Democrat war I was telling you about, this is it right here. All right, let's keep on going, though, because it does not stop. Here's the actual clip where James Carville called him a twerp, just so you have reference. Watch this. Then we'll show you what backlash is.
Why somebody sue David Hogg? He's an officer of the Democratic National Committee. He is the vice chairman of the Democratic National Committee, and he's running against other Democrats. I would like to know, and you went to law school, does he have a fiduciary duty toward Democrats? If you work for News Nation, you can't promote CNN. That's because you work for somebody else. You have a fiduciary duty to your employer, which anybody can understand. He's being paid to run against other Democrats. I think it's an outrage. I don't know if I have standing, but I might give the DNC $10 and sue him. He's a contemptible little twerp, if you ask me.
Sue his ass, Jim. I'll have you on the show to talk about it.
I might. I don't know if I have standing, but somebody can standing.
Sue his punk ass. Started right on this show.
Sue his punk ass. Man, guys, I'm telling you, Davey Hogg his arrogance is going to get him in trouble. Okay, let's keep on going though, because we've been dealing with him for like 10 years. But anyway, let's go. Look, here's some reaction. I effing told you, we're being sabotaged by some in our own party. The call is coming from inside the house in reaction to democracy caused all the school shootings and climate change. Here's another one. Kiss my ass, Davey Hogg. DNC, show this guy the door. I'm telling you guys, the one party in this entire nation that listens to the mainstream media is the Democrat Party. Okay? It's called confirmation bias. And if they start saying from the high powers of the Democrat Party, Davey Hogg's got to go, no one likes him, this kid's going to go because no one likes him. And finally, oh my God, look at this. Breaking. David Hogg has been caught funneling money to a PAC that he controls. Again, says Tim Pool, because we already know he did it already earlier on in his tenure as VP VP chair of DNC. Guys, what we're watching right now is the downfall of a gun control advocate who has the charisma of a Komodo dragon and the communication skills with an extra layer of arrogance and smugness, which no one likes ever at all, period. The entire power of the Democrat Party is about to come down on this kid, and he doesn't even know enough to shut his mouth, and he's going to keep on primarying Democrats from inside the Democrat Party in the continual push to the left. That's what this is about. And look, one more time, this is the arrogance that he's displaying and that stupid little smug grin, which we've grown to love and adore on the gun controls, on the gun rights side. Yeah, look, that's what he's doing.
Strategist James Carville said in response to this announcement of this plan that you have to primary Democrats, he said that the DNC should sue you and called you, quote, a contemptible little twerp. What is your reaction to that?
Try it. That is my reaction. I would also say James Carville has not won an election since before I was born.
Okay. What he's doing, guys, and this is how we're going to wrap this up. He is going to push the Democrat Party further to the left by primarying middle-of-the-road Democrats in the moderate wing in an attempt to push the party even further left to align with the progressive ideals of Davey Hogg and the gun control elites. You are watching a coup in action, and the mainline Democrats, the moderates in the middle who control the party, are not going to respond nicely. I'm telling you, you're going to see it. We're going to cover it, and every single thing is made possible by you guys. So if you're enjoying this kind of content, if you want to make sure that all this continues to go on and you want to hit that subscribe button, you like the videos, and you share these out on the daily, I would be grateful from the bottom of my heart because it's not possible without you. And just think, when you go to bed at night, you could make that smug little look on this kid's face go away forever into obscurity, where you would never be known again, with the help of the moderate Democrats and the mainline establishment in the Democrat Party who's going to ice him politically. And that's that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.